Please, for our prayers, I'd like us to take the second stanza of the national anthem, which should serve as the prayer for this very important event. I trust that all of us should know it, but if you do not know it, on the program. So we go. O God of creation, direct our noble cause. Guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you so much. Please, can we take our seats? A very warm afternoon to all of us. So excited to be receiving us here this good afternoon in Akwa Ibom State. Your Excellencies, what we want to very quickly do now is to respectfully introduce and acknowledge the presence of our very important personalities who have joined us here in Akwa Ibom State today for a very strategic and important engagement of the federal government, the Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program for the South-South Geo-Political Zone. So please, I'm going to take these introductions now, but we are not going to spend so much time on it. I want us to therefore understand that we acknowledge and appreciate everybody who is here, in case we don't get to mention all names. I want to first welcome and acknowledge our special guest of honor who is here today, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, permanently smiling, very renewed in hope and appearance. Please, can we celebrate Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima? We welcome you to Akwa Ibom State today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please allow me to acknowledge the presence of our legal hosts for this event. The governor of Akwa Ibom State of Nigeria. I said legal host because he's our leader here. We have the jure, de facto, the wife hosting, but the husband, the real host. Please can we celebrate the governor of Akwa Ibom State today, Pastor Umoino. Please can we celebrate him? Thank you so much. Quickly now, the brass band, please, will come back at the end so we can save time. We acknowledge, please, the wife of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Mrs. Patience. Tomorrow, please, can we celebrate her? Thank you so much. Thank you. I acknowledge the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, distinguished Senator Dr. Mrs. Akone Yagayi. Please celebrate your present wife of the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, High Excellency. Please let me celebrate Mr. Kaite Onoma. Fabio, we welcome you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, I acknowledge and welcome respectfully wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Please, can we put our hands together, celebrate her? Thank you so much. And of course also the wife of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, also present with us. Welcome you, Benjamin Kalu. Thank you so much for being here in Akwa Ibom State this afternoon. Please let me acknowledge as quickly as I can the wife of the various governors who have come here today. I want to acknowledge first the Secretary of the Governing Council of the Renewed Hope Initiative, who is the wife of the Governor of Imo State. Please, can we put our hands together and acknowledge Her Excellency Barrister Shoma Uzodima. We acknowledge your presence and we thank you for being here. I now come into the South-South as I acknowledge the First Lady of Bayelsa State, who is the South-South Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, or Zonal Chairman, rather. Please, can we celebrate Her Excellency Dr. Mrs. We acknowledge your presence and we welcome you to Akwa Ibom State. I acknowledge also the First Lady, wife of the Cross River State Governor, who is also present in our midst. Very happy to have you. Our Excellency, Mrs. Eyowan Basi Otu. We thank you and we appreciate you. Let me acknowledge also the presence of the First Lady and wife of the Governor of Rivers State. Present here today, Mrs. Valerie Obara. We acknowledge your presence and we welcome you. I acknowledge also the First Lady and wife of the Governor of Delta State, who is also present in our midst. Please can we celebrate her, Mrs. Tobore Borowi. We welcome you and we appreciate your presence. Your Excellency, we also have the wife of the Governor of Ogun State, who has also joined us here today. We acknowledge your presence, Your Excellency, Mrs. Bamidele Obiodun. We thank you for being here. And of course, the wife of the Governor and First Lady of Osun State. We also have Mrs. Titoya Adeleke. We acknowledge your presence and we thank you for being here today. Your Excellency, so many dignitaries present. I acknowledge the wife of the Minister for Works, who is present with us today. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate her? Of course, we also have the wife of the Minister of State for Petroleum, Gas, Mrs. Esenbom. Very grateful. We acknowledge your presence and we thank you. We acknowledge, please, all these very important dignitaries who have come into Akwa Ibom State today, and we thank you for your presence. The First Lady of Edo State was expected. I think she should have. Okay, she's still on the way, but let me acknowledge her so that when she comes in, she can take the acknowledgement. Please, can we celebrate Mrs. Betsy Obaseki? We acknowledge your presence. I'm sure when you come in, that will just stand. We acknowledge all of these very important personalities, and we thank you for being here. As I make the first two end on introductions, we have today on introductions, please acknowledge all members of the House of Representatives who are here. Please let me not begin to mention the names. We acknowledge the presence. All members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly who have joined Her Excellency here, particularly the female members of the House of Representatives. Please, can we put our hands together and acknowledge them? So many of them here at Akwa Ibom State. Thank you. I acknowledge, please, the Secretary to the Government of Akwa Ibom State who has come here to support the women. Please, can we put our hands together and acknowledge Prince Zenobongowa and, of course, his amiable wife seated. We welcome you and we thank you. We acknowledge respectfully to the head of the civil service of Akwa Ibom State, who is also here. With his wife, we acknowledge your presence. Please, can we put our hands together and acknowledge these ones as we continue to call their names. Wife of the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Fumi Idogaset Nkanga, we acknowledge your presence and we thank you. Obongowan Grace Ekong, we acknowledge your presence and we thank you. We thank the wife of the Director General of Government Business, who is here with us today. Please, can we celebrate Mrs. Assam? We thank you very much for being in our midst this afternoon. Please, I acknowledge all honorable commissioners who are here, particularly the female commissioners, all permanent secretaries, particularly the female permanent secretaries, heads of extra ministerial departments, chairmen of boards and their members, particularly the female composition of these groups that I mentioned. Please, I won't have time to list you one by one. I acknowledge, please, all chairmen of local government transition committees, particularly their women. So many of them actually here. We acknowledge and we thank you. Please, I want to plead with everybody so that we can use our time wisely, that I end here on the introductions. I acknowledge everybody who has come here, both those who have come from outside Akwa Ibom State and those who have participated in this event who are from Akwa Ibom State. I want to ask that all of us who are in this auditorium, can we put our hands together for ourselves one more time, please? Let's just celebrate ourselves. Make it loud. Make it loud. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you and we thank you for your presence here. Your Excellency, before we go full swing into the activities that will make this day's program, I want to give 2 minutes to the multimedia team who will give us the first video that they have about the Renewed Hope Initiative. You wait for me to call you before you start. This is your moment. Thank you. Start now.
A good farmer is a craftsman of the highest order. It is said, great farmer, great nation. No farmer, no nation. Yes, let's set the ball rolling. But food is abundant, affordable, and easily accessible. The Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, is aligning with the vision and aspiration of the administration of President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, and is organizing the Every Home a Garden competition. The competition is under the scope of agriculture of the Renewed Hope Initiative. For the competition, women are encouraged to immediately plant a garden at home, such that the harvest can provide adequate food on their table and enough to give their neighbor. This competition is open open to only women. She must be a first-time farmer. The garden must be in her home, and it is open to women in every state of the Federation and the FCT. Interested participants should do a 30-second video and a picture of the garden, which indicates its location, to the office of the First Ladies of their various states. The winner of this competition will be announced in December 2024, and the winner of the competition goes home with 20 million naira. Women, join the train. Be part of the food revolution in Nigeria. What are you waiting for? Let's get to work. This message is by the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Fellow Nigerians, it is a good thing to be Nigerian. Good news! The Office of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is organizing the National Fabric Competition, the hashtag One Nigeria Unity Fabric Competition. The aim is to create a fabric design that would be indigenous to Nigeria, showcasing our culture and unity. This competition is looking out for creativity, concept, and the message of unity. Open to Nigerian youths, both male and female, between the ages of 15 and 25 years. And guess what? You can apply wherever you are in the world as long as you are Nigerian. The winner of this competition goes home with a cash prize of 25 million naira. Are you sure I will not apply for this competition? Submission of entries close on Sunday, 30th of June 2024. Submit your entries by sending pictures of your designs via email to unityfabric.ofl24@statehouse.gov.ng, making sure you capture all parts of your designs. Together, let us unite Nigeria!
Thank you so much. Please, if we love those initiatives, can we put our hands together and celebrate the thoughtfulness of our leaders at that level who have put that together? And we trust that more of such initiatives will come to better the people of our country. Your Excellency, the next item on our program will be to have the state coordinator, of course the wife of our governor, give his welcome remarks. But let me plead to take these recognitions that I had omitted, really very important. Our security agencies are here with us, as they have always been. I want to acknowledge the Commissioner of Police seated, the State Director of Security seated, the State Commander of the NDLEA, we acknowledge you, the Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, we welcome you, the State Controller of Immigrations, all of them. Please, can we put our hands together and celebrate them, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is Akwa Ibom State, and everything here is beautiful. It is on that note that I want to welcome the very beautiful, very affable, very promising wife of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, the state coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Pastor Mrs. Patience Sumoino, as she comes to officially welcome
Good afternoon, everyone. Please take your lovely seats. I want to thank God for this day, for bringing us all from different parts, different states of Nigeria into this hall in Uyo, in Akwa Ibom State. God has done us well. For a clement weather, for good health, and for strength, for the wisdom to put this event together. Say, may his name be praised. I salute the governor of Akwa Ibom State, my own very dear husband, my own golden boy, who has given me the express permission to host this event. He's really a gender-friendly governor. When my husband hears anything about women, he surrenders all. He surrenders all to us. And so I thank him this afternoon. I thank our guests of honor, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Haja Nana Shetima, representing our mother, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, today. So having her means having our mother here. So if you say you have not seen her, then you need to shine your eyes well. Our mother, the wife of the Senate President, saluting. Our mother, the wife of the Speaker, and the wife of the Deputy Speaker, Mrs. Fubara, the wife of Rivers State Governor, my sister, Mrs. Basio, too, the wife of the Cross River State Governor, the wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele, and our mother on the last seat there, our mother, Mrs. David Omaye, the Minister for Works. And on the other side of my dear husband, I have our Deputy Governor, Senator Dr. Akon Eyarayi. By her side is, you see, we call ourselves YE Rivers, YE Ogun, YE Lagos. Sometimes we don't know our names. And we are also known as Sisters Without Boundaries. But I know that is Imo State Governor's wife. Next to her is the Bayelsa State Governor's wife, our coordinator for South-South. Next to her is our Delta State Governor's wife. And finally on that row is our Mrs. Adeleke, our dancing governor's wife. I asked her whether she dances too. She says no, it's only the governor that dances. So I welcome everyone, all our service chiefs, all our stakeholders, everybody, SSG, our party chairman, our house members, our commissioners, everyone, please, I welcome you to this event. May God bless you. It is with joy, with great delight, that I welcome you, our dear mother, to the land of promise, as you provide women in rural communities in the South-South Geo-Political Zone with agricultural support, while 100 persons with disabilities in Akwa Ibom State receive recapitalization grants. Let me equally extend a warm welcome to my beloved sisters beyond boundaries, who are not just here as first ladies in their respective states, but as RHI state coordinators in South-South, Nigeria, and other zones. Thank you for coming. We love you all. Today, we are about to witness the empowerment of 20 women in agriculture per state by our dear First Lady, here represented by the wife of the Vice President, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shettima, who will also be supporting 100 small business owners living with disabilities with funds under the RHI Business Capitalization Grants. These are crucial steps towards a more inclusive and sustainable society. As we all know, women in agriculture often face numerous challenges, including limited access to resources, land, and education. By empowering this crop of women, we can unlock their full potentials, increase food security, and boost economic growth in rural communities. Also, individuals with disabilities make valuable contributions in business and other fields. Hence, the need to create inclusive opportunities for them to participate fully in economic activities, receive proper trainings, and access support in economic activities to overcome barriers. This is exactly what RHI seeks to achieve with the social investment programs. I must commend our mother, the nation's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for empowering women in agriculture and supporting individuals with disabilities. A development that promotes equality and leads to innovation and diversity. I advise all the beneficiaries to make judicious use of the funds that will be received to expand on their existing ventures. As First Ladies, we will key into the many laudable initiatives of the Renewed Hope Initiative, burdening on education, health, economic empowerment, social investment, and agriculture, as well as leverage on the South-South zone as a state, and with the approval and support of my dear husband, we had keyed into the RHI Elderly Support Program with the establishment of the Arise Initiative for the Elderly, where about 1,200 senior citizens have so far benefited. Before I end this address, let me once again thank our dear First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for choosing to host this program in Uyo for the South-South region. We do not take this for granted, Your Excellency. Welcome to Nigeria's best-kept secret, Akwa Ibom State, the land of fulfillment, where everybody has a stake in governance. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much. The First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoina. I think that her last words are worth repeating. Welcome to Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria's best kept secret, and the state where everybody has a stake in governance. Please, can you put your hands together and celebrate our own mother? Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, and of course we thank you for thanking and welcoming our guests. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can finish with the leaders of Akwa Ibom State, so we can finish hearing from them, we want to please switch the order of event a bit. Let us hear from the father of the state. Let us hear from the legal hosts of this event, His Excellency, gender-friendly Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umoina. Thank you, the band.
Thank you so much. Please, let's be seated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, I think I'm really blessed amongst women today. You know, it's such a colorful event, and we thank God. Your Excellency, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ajia Nana Shetima, and the National Vice Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative. Your Excellency, the wife of the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Mrs. Ekaite Unoma Akpabio. The wife of the Speaker, the wife of the Honorable Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Your Excellency, my dear wife, ladies, and the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, the State Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, founder of the Golden Initiative for All, Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoina. Thank God for the strength God has given you to host this event. Your Excellencies, First Ladies from other states that have joined us here, Rivers, Cross River, Edo, Ogun, Osun, Imo, Bayelsa, and Delta states. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, distinguished Senator Akon Eyayi, members of the National Assembly that have come here with their spouses, wives of the honorable ministers that are here. I can see the wife of the honorable Minister of State Gas for Petroleum Gas, the wife of the honorable Minister for Works is also here, and wives of former governors and deputy governors, the wife of the former ambassador to Russia that is here, honorable members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that have joined us here today, and other state constituencies that have joined us, the Secretary to Government, the head of the Civil Service, and your lovely wives, the service commanders that have joined us here this morning, and we thank you. Chairmen of boards and commissions, permanent secretaries, Chairman of Local Government Transition Committee and your vice, stakeholders and beneficiaries in Akwa Ibom and other South-South states that have come to join us here, specially invited guests, members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me, on behalf of the government and people of Akwa Ibom State, warmly welcome the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, ably represented by the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ajia Nana Shetima, to the South-South launch of the Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program. I am also made to understand that in the course of this event, about 100 persons living with special needs will receive financial empowerment through the Renewed Hope Initiative's Business Recapitalization Grant. let me specifically commend Her Excellency, the First Lady, for the humanitarian disposition of the Renewed Hope Initiative. Last year, through this program, vulnerable groups all over the nation were given financial empowerment. I recalled how impressed we were when she came here to empower 250 elders with 100,000 naira each. And we told her we would support her initiative and adopt that initiative by launching the Arise initiative for the elders, which we did. Every month, elders, especially the vulnerable ones from each local government area in every ward, 369 wards in the state, are given 50,000 naira each to take care of their needs, especially food and medicine. Today we are gathered here again to launch this great initiative for the South-South region. As our nation grapples with challenging economic environment leading to the skyrocketing of prices of food, this program will help support our farming population and ensure that we get back to the farm. On our part, even though we have temporarily intervened with this high cost of food through our Rise Food Program from the Bulk Purchase Agency, the solution we have always maintained is for our people to return to the farm. That's why we declared last week that every first and third Friday of every month shall be observed as farm days. We are to return to the farms to ensure food security for all. A nation that cannot feed itself is in dire danger, and we must do everything to provide food. We have good arable land all over the country, and it's for us to take this seriously and go to farm, provide for the food that we eat. I also take people with disability very seriously. One of the first set of appointments I made was that of a special assistant to the governor for students living with disabilities, and another for other people living with the same problem. We have gone ahead to institute a 100 million naira grant for students living with disabilities. So far, we have paid 250,000 and 350,000 naira respectively to undergraduate and postgraduate students of these people living with special needs. We will continue to work with them. Last week, right in this hall, we had the privilege of presenting a check of 1.5 million naira to a man with special needs who had attended a special entrepreneurial training. He makes shoes. He gifted me a pair of shoes, but that training was for 9 weeks. I was really, really emotional when I saw that man for 9 weeks attend that training. For 9 weeks, how he went, how he attended, and we had to support him. I've since directed the Honorable Commissioner for Health to make sure that he gets him a proper tricycle to move around. And I've also directed my special assistant on humanitarian services to locate his factory, and we'll go furnish the whole of that factory for him. These are part of the programs we believe we can get to the grassroots and touch our people that we so often forget and only remember them during elections. But this time, we have made it a cardinal priority that will bring them forth. So we work hand in hand with the program of the First Lady, touching the lives of people in the rural community. So I'd like to send our warmest appreciation to the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we also want to thank her for the support she's giving to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, as he works hard to get us out of the economic challenges our nation is grappling with currently. For us in Akwa Ibom, we have said it that we may belong to different political parties, but we will work hand in hand with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will support him and will ensure that his programs in Akwa Ibom succeeds as much as we can. And we thank Her Excellency for bringing all our women together, all of the First Ladies, across party lines to ensure that we deliver the dividends of democracy to our people. I wish all of you a very successful launch of this event, and I'd like to formally welcome all of our guests, our special guest of honor, Her Excellency, the wife of the Vice President and the wife of the Senate. Of course, the Senate President's wife is a host too, so we will not call her a guest at this event. We'd like to welcome her and everyone that have come here to Akwa Ibom State. We welcome you and we thank you for coming. We look forward to receiving you many, many more times to this land of fulfillment. Thank you so much, and God bless each and every one of us.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Please, I want to respectfully invite my good brother, Nekeme Finba, who will take us on the other part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we very deeply appreciate Her Excellency for the love and the sacrifice coming to the southern part of this country, and of course to Akwa Ibom for this all-important program. I think once again we should appreciate her with a very, very warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, can we make it greater? And it is very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, that the wife of the Vice President of this country is not new to humanitarian records such as this, because we recall very well, Your Excellency, in 2014, when the Chibok girls were kidnapped, we remember how you sacrificed and took a very long road journey to Chibok to personally see the parents of those schoolgirls and offer them moral support, even missing a very special meeting with the First Lady at the time. And once again, we're not surprised that you have taken the trouble to come all the way to Akwa Ibom to also perform another very important humanitarian activity. We really deeply appreciate you. I think we should appreciate once again the wife of our Vice President. We are very deeply appreciative. Thank you very, very much indeed. Without further ado, we shall now proceed to most respectfully invite for the keynote address at this very special event, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, very competently represented on this auspicious occasion by the National Vice Chairman Sincere apologies, Your Excellency. So we would be inviting the zonal coordinator of the South-South Renewed Hope Initiative. And of course, that's the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Gloria. They will be proceeding now to deliver her goodwill message on this very special occasion.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, every one of us. May I quickly recognize and appreciate our dear mother of the state of the Federation, ably represented by her deputy, Vice President's wife, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, COM, First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is ably represented today by her Deputy Vice President, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima, wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also recognize Her Excellency, His Excellency, who has just left us here. May I show some appreciation for the warm welcome and reception he gave to us. Her Excellency First Mrs. Benjamin Kalu, wife of the Deputy Governor, Akwa Ibom State. Her Excellency Mrs. Ekaite Ekpabio, wife of the Senate President. Her Excellency Abbas Tajuddin, wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives. And Her Excellency, the wife of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Permit me to quickly recognize my beloved sisters in the House. Thank you very much for making it, both the ones from the Southwest and from the Southeast. We thank you very much for being here today, and my dear South-South sisters. Please, if you don't mind, you permit me to align myself with the well-established protocols so that I don't begin to murder names here. God bless you. This is a good message in appreciation of our mommy. The great women of South-South region, I acknowledge all our resident farmers from the 6 states in the Niger Delta, for whose sakes we are gathered here today. It is with high sense of privilege and honor that I stand before you today to welcome our dear mother, the First Lady of the Federal Republic
ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop.
Are you a young adult with a passion for storytelling and content creation? Do you reside in the Niger Delta and desire to become a filmmaker or content creator?
Then you should register for the ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop, an exciting opportunity brought to you by ADBN TV. Embark on a journey to unlock your creative potential by learning the art of filmmaking, sound design, and lighting using your smartphone. This is your chance to turn your ideas into reality. So hurry now and register via our website at www.adbntv.com. But wait, that's not all. Your creations will be aired on ADBN TV, channel 258 on DSTV, 140 on StarTimes, Avo TV app, Limex World TV app, and Ninja TV app, reaching audiences far and wide. And guess what? 3 lucky winners will be selected
for women and children across the world. We commit ourselves to ensuring that Project Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, succeeds in our various states. We thank you very, very much. Thank you, our dear mother, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. Thank you, our second mother, our mommy, Ajia Shetima. Thank you, our speaker, that is Senator Speaker's wife. I want to thank every one of us that have come here today to grace this occasion. May God bless you all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much, the band. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, can we please once again give a thunderous round of applause to the wife of the governor of Bayelsa State, who is also our zonal chairman, South-South, for this Renewed Hope Initiative. Thank you very much. We very deeply appreciate your heartwarming goodwill message. Your Excellencies, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this opportune moment, at this high point, on this very special occasion, it's about time we heard from the #1 mother in Nigeria, the mother of mothers, Her Excellency, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and National Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, very competently represented at this occasion by the National Vice Chairman and, of course, former First Lady of Borno State, wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you so very much. Please be seated. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Uno, who is our dear brother and one of our own, a gender-friendly governor. So I think we are going to create maybe a special program for him for that special recognition. The wife of the Senate President here with us, who is also a member of Renewed Hope Initiative. Thank you so much for the support. The wife of the Honorable Speaker, Hajia Fatima Tajudin Abbas, Thank you always there for our dear mommy. The chairman of the South-South Renewed Hope Initiative Coordinator, Her Excellency Mrs. Gloria Gary, who is also the wife of the Bayelsa State Governor. Our dear state coordinators here present, the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State here present, my dear sisters and brothers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and our security personnel here present, and member of the press, our beneficiaries, you're all welcome, and thank you all for the support. I'm standing in for the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, CON, and I'm standing in to deliver her speech. With your kind permission, Your Excellencies, and the distinguished personalities here. I am delighted to be in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, for the South-South Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program. Today, we are flagging off the Renewed Hope Initiative Agricultural Support Program for the South-South Zone in fulfillment of our promise to promote the women folk, particularly farmers across the nation. Currently, this program has been successfully held in all the 5 geopolitical zones, namely North Central in Plateau State, Northeast in Borno State, Northwest in Kebbi State, Southeast in Imo State, Southwest in Ogun State. I commend the dedication of the beneficiaries in these zones, and it's my hope that very soon they will begin to reap bountiful harvest. The administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, recognizes the perpetual role that agriculture plays in achieving sustainable development and ensuring food sufficiency. Therefore, the Renewed Hope Initiative's commitment to supporting women farmers nationwide aligns with the broader national agenda to strengthen the agricultural sector. Today, we are supporting 20 women farmers per state and the South-South Zone with a sum of 500,000 naira each. To this end, a draft of 10 million naira per state for the South-South Zone will be handed over to the First Ladies of Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, and River States, who are also Renewed Hope Initiative state coordinators for onward disbursement to all beneficiaries in their respective states. These farmers are those in the agrarian sector, animal husbandry, poultry, and fish farming. In a short while, the Renewed Hope Initiative will be collaborating with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to empower potential farmers in this space. 70% of the beneficiaries will be young female farmers, while 25% will be for our young male farmers. They will all be specially identified, trained, and empowered. Also, the pre-identified 80 women farmers in each state for our agricultural support program will be carried along. I want to applaud our women farmers receiving support today to seize this opportunity to expand their agricultural ventures, contribute to local and national food production, and serve as role models for others aspiring to join the agricultural sector. I am confident that this initiative will not only transform the lives of the individual beneficiaries, but also contribute to food sufficiency in the South-South Zone. I urge all stakeholders, including government officials, community leaders, and non-governmental organizations, to work hand in hand to support local farmers to ensure food security in our communities and the nation at large. Given the mood of today, we are decided to have a twins event. The Renewed Hope Initiative Social Investment Program will be empowering 100 persons with disability small business owners in Akwa Ibom State. with the sum of 100,000 naira each to recapitalize their existing businesses. All pre-selected recipients of the grant will receive the funds today through our Renewed Hope Initiative for Akwa Ibom State, Her Excellency Pastor Mrs. Patient Eno. I would like to use this opportunity to inform you about some of our upcoming and ongoing activities of the Renewed Hope Initiative. Our Every Home a Garden. Our Every Home a Garden competition for first-time women farmers is still on. This program is designed to encourage our women to grow a garden in their homes. It does not cost much to grow food at home. This garden is to feed your families and share with your neighbors. The goal of this is to ensure food in every home. Hence, our slogan for this initiative is "High food on every table." I encourage you all to spread the word in your communities. The winner of this competition will go home with 20 million naira. Interests are to be submitted through the state first ladies by October 2024. The bird garden in the state will be selected by the state first lady and sent to Her Excellency's office. That's the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All we out of the 7 representing all states of the Federation and the FCT will be announced in December 2024. The Young Farmers Club, who will soon be launching the Young Farmers Club in our public schools across the nation. The motto of this club is growing food like it. Start with me. The club will be launched at the state-owned primary and secondary schools. This initiative is to encourage farming among our young population. The first school to start the club is primary and secondary school. We have their numbers fitted with branded club t-shirts and trousers. The school with the best farm in each state will be identified, and prizes will be given to them, ranging from the school renovation, equipping of the school science laboratories, provision of ICT equipment, and upgrading of the school library, as their preference may be. I encourage all public schools to participate as soon as possible and identify students who are interested in joining the club. I am here also to inform you of our national fabric competition, One Nigeria Unit Fabric. This competition seeks to create a fabric that is indigenous, promotes peace, and unifies us as Nigerians. The competition is open to all Nigerians within and outside of the country. Within the age of 15 to 25 years old, the winner of the competition will be given a cash prize of 25 million naira to be channeled toward his or her education or business ventures, as the case may be. Call for the entrance has begun, and submission of the entrance closes on the 30th of June 2024. The Unity Fabric will be launched on the 1st of October 2024, inshallah. To the glory of God, on the March 28, 2024, I was made a national TV champion by the first ladies of the 36 states of the Federation were also made top TV champions of their respective states. Hence, Her Excellency, Pastor Mrs. Patient Uno, is to spread the awareness about the TV TB spray. So tuberculosis, I also tuberculosis I want to take the opportunity to tell you that tuberculosis is not a shameful thing. It is a disease that is preventable, treatable, and curable if detected early and treated properly. Therefore, we should be our participants, encourage people with prolonged cough to go for testing and not stigmatize them. Let us also ensure that our children immunize and improve. We will in essence set a comprehensive advocacy on tuberculosis. While we are at this stage, we believe that Nigeria has the highest number of HIV/AIDS infections in sub-Saharan Africa, especially mother-to-child transmission. My office will be starting an advocacy campaign on this very soon. I thank all our Renewed Hope State coordinators, Your Excellencies, for your support and commitment as ensuring the goals and objectives of the Renewed Hope initiatives are achieved. In closing, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency, Pastor Omo Basi Ino, and the First Lady, Her Excellency, Pastor Mrs. Patient Eno, for their warm reception and continuous support. To all those involved in organizing and implementing the Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agriculture Support Program nationwide, I thank you all. Finally, I look forward to witnessing the impacts of this intervention in the lives of our women farmers and the broader agricultural community across Nigeria. Thank you, and may this renewed hope in agriculture bring forth bountiful harvest of prosperity and well-being for all of us. God bless Akwa Ibom State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Signed, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And thank you all for listening.
Can we give a greater round of applause, a standing ovation for the mother of the nation, represented very well here by the wife of the Vice President. And while she is about to present these checks to the state coordinators, recognize the presence of the wife of the governor of Edo State, who has joined us now, Her Excellency Dr. Mrs. Betsy Obaseki. She is here with us. Can we please appreciate her with a very big round of applause? You're most welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. And you came at the right time, ma. So we now invite Her Excellency, the wife of the governor of Akwa Ibom State. She will be proceeding first to take this check and secure it very safely. Can we please appreciate Her Excellency, Pastor Mrs. Patience Umoino. Emyo Ugoino. Ekanyero, isi wo iriya wiri si owo. Ibani de. She marches on very gracefully to that very warm hug and the check. Very well presented and well received. Invite the wife of the governor of Bayelsa State to please accept to come forward and, of course, receive her check. Our own zonal chairman. She deserves a very big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as she proceeds to take and up next, next will be Delta State. So she marches on, wife of the governor of Bayelsa State. We kindly invite the wife of the governor of Delta State to please accept to come forward. She's here. Wife of the governor of Rivers State is up next. We now invite the wife of the governor of Cross River State to kindly accept to come forward and receive her check. We now invite finally the wife of the governor of Edo State, please, to accept to come forward and take her check. Please come forward, wife of the governor of Edo State. Thank you very much. Can we please appreciate her with a very, very warm round of applause? Thank you for coming all the way down. Thank you very much. Immediately after that, we now invite please very quickly, the disability community, physically challenged people, Dorin, and Sam, and Mayor Joseph. Please, as you hear your name, begin to come forward. Rebecca Peter, Peace, Uko, from the leprosy, Samuel Ukwe, Promise Sunday War, from Line, the Virgin Prayer, they did your mark. All of you, please just come forward. Please come forward. Okay, they are very kindly assisted to come forward. Please just help us create some space. Very beautiful pictures of our first ladies from the South. All of you will be very excited to appreciate them, our very beautiful mothers. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And this second symbolic representation to the persons with disabilities from Akwa Ibom State. Please, protocol, just help us make the arrangements. And so, Her Excellency, the wife of the Vice President, is making this symbolic presentation to the disability community beneficiaries from the 5 clusters: the physically challenged, albino community, the leprosy, visually impaired, and hearing impaired to the various 5 clusters. We have 2 from each, making it a total of 10 to be symbolically represented. Udori Nse Nsa Usenfon Ime, Joseph Rebecca Cletus Ate, Peace Anefionguko, Samuel Efionguque, Promise Sunday Udo, Edidion Udomak, Peter Emmanuel Soko, Alice Efan Usoro, and Utupe Efiong Enyina. Kind support from the First Lady of the Republic of Nigeria under the Renewed Hope Initiative Financial Empowerment Program for 100 persons living with disability, small business owners from Akwa Ibom State. This initiative is well received, a lot of love and appreciation to our amiable First Lady. Thank her so very much, and to our able wife of the Vice President, who has very competently delivered on these assignments today, including her keynote address, where she delivered with a lot of elegance and fluency and composure. It was wonderful. I thought all of us would appreciate the wife of the Vice President. Thank you so very much. We are not surprised at all. She's a graduate of English Language and Literature from the University of Maiduguri, and she delivered so well this afternoon. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. We'll be taking brief photographs. Thank you very much, the brass band. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you exceedingly, Your Excellencies, for taking out your time to come to Akwa Ibom State. We understand for some of us, this is your very first visit to this land of promise and fulfillment. And the wife of the governor of Akwa Ibom State has asked that it will be very unfair if you leave Akwa Ibom without having a plate of afang soup and a dikangi kong soup, which is our very traditional meals. So please don't leave Akwa Ibom without a taste of these very wonderful soups. Thank you so very much for your kind patience, for staying with us till this very moment. We've come to the end of this brief but very impactful moment, and it is at this time that we should please appreciate, with a final round of applause, the First Lady of the nation, the Mother of the nation, for this wonderful initiative, empowering all these amazing people. And we know that this is a continuous exercise and will continue to happen. Let's continue to appreciate them, even as the physically challenged persons are retiring to their seats. Thank you very much, everyone, for making our time to attend this event. And so, at this time, I crave your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, that we all rise at this moment, and together the brass band leads us in the Nigerian national anthem. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making it our time to this occasion. And as the Excellencies depart, we imply that we honor them and crave them that special recognition and honor as we allow them to proceed out of the hall. Do have a wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.